3 days. I make it 3 days. Actually, I make it 1 day.
It's our second day on the trail, our first full day, because yesterday we spent a half day on the approach trail. I have some waterproof socks on right now, so this is awesome. I'm having a lot of fun. Can walk right through puddles without worrying. It's very similar to walking in the snow with snowshoes, where you feel a little bit more unstoppable. You can just go through any of the obstacles that you normally wouldn't be able to. We just have not stopped smiling since we've been on this trail. I mean, really the only downer has been camping so far. I was in the shelter in the upper floor, but they were in their tents. And it was just downpouring on and off throughout the night. I thought they were flooded out. But I had the whole top floor to myself, and Greg was saying that he wishes that he went in the shelter now because the rain was really loud in the tent. Looking forward to seeing what the rest of the terrain looks like. It's changing up pretty quick. Every mile or so it looks just totally different. Very different than the Northeast, which is what I'm used to.
That's some good water right there, boys. Maybe they've never tried that stuff before.
So we just filled up at a water source. We're walking to Hawk Mountain Shelter. We're almost there, and this is the path right now. It's about 4 or 5 feet wide with just muddy water. Some of it gets pretty deep, but right here it's not too bad.
Oh, it's sand. I thought it was all fucking mud.
Yeah, it's all like clay and everything. Yeah, it's still foggy, getting rained on, big cold hard raindrops, but it's refreshing. And there's the Hawk Mountain Shelter right here. We're gonna take a lunch break. We have arrived. Will's already here, enjoying his food, relaxing his feet. So Greg, Will, and I are now hiking with the two guys we slept at the shelter with last night. Will's ahead, I'm second. 3 of them are somewhere back there. They're right behind me somewhere. Whew. Climbing elevation really quick. And there they are coming up. Greg's waving. Getting near the top. Really awesome outlook with all the fog rolling through the hills. I hope for sunny weather. Or at least not rainy weather when I came, but this is awesome. Gonna get a very wide variety of weather conditions. Just waiting for the group to catch up. They're coming. We just made it to Cooper Gap. I was at the top of the last hill or mountain, taking a break, eating a snack, waiting for them, and they caught up. And as soon as they caught up, a gust of wind came through. I'm looking around like, what the heck's going on? And then it started thundering, so we were booking it down there. I walked ahead of Greg, and I'm walking to the shelter. I'm right near it. This is the water source. Can't really tell, but it's a lot of water coming through. And here we are, right over there.
No. Do I want?
We slept the night at Neels Gap shelter. I was in my tent packing up, and I heard everyone in the shelter just like screaming with excitement. And I figured that's what it was, and a trail angel came over and said that, yeah, we're gonna be getting our first trail magic. And we had to walk a mile to get there. We're probably like at least halfway there right now, so we're almost there. I had a little bit of a snack today because I wasn't expecting it, but still super excited. So for those who don't know, trail angels are people who volunteer to come on the trail, supply mostly food, sometimes other things, but mostly food to the thru hikers. A lot of the trail angels are people who have thru hiked in the past. This guy in particular, the one who's running this trail magic station, thru hiked in 2015. Right there, see our first trail magic. This is one of the things I was looking forward to the most during the thru hike, because the Appalachian Trail is all about the community. And yeah, this will be a really, really great experience.
He's got a new trail name. Oh, perfect. Hey, Paul, you have a new trail name. Jimmy Carter.
Well, thank you.
You look like Jimmy
Just
Carter.
call me Jimmy. Yeah. Like this wicked cool guy that goes around saying Jimmy Carter stuff. Interesting thing is.
So I met a girl at the Trail Magic. Her name's Charlotte. We've been hiking together. No one else wants to go as far as Neels Gap today. It's a little over a 15-mile hike today, so no one really wanted to do that. But I feel like I haven't been putting in enough miles. Just like, I really, really want to put in more miles. Not because I'm rushing, but because I just feel like it. So I'm gonna be going to Neels Gap today. Gotta go up Blood Mountain. People say it's really hard, but we'll see. And yeah, there's two other guys that we met. They're also gonna be going Neels Gap. So far there's a total of 4 of us, but the rest of the group's gonna be stopping early. Yeah, this is the outlook we got going on right now. At the top of the first hill. It's a pretty steep hill, and today my energy is pretty depleted. Probably need to up my calories a little bit, but I also just need some better rest. So we've been hiking for 4 miles apparently. It didn't even feel like that, but 4 miles since the last trail magic stop. So we've done a little over 5 today already. I mean, feels like it's still pretty early morning. Maybe we're, what time is it?
10:40.
10:40, that's what I figured. I don't want to say it though, but yeah, it's 10:40. I think right here we have the first thru hiker note of the trail. A lot of times people, if they're in groups and they split, they'll leave little notes along the way. Whether it's in arrows or, you know, sticks and stones, but this one a little fancier. It's actually pen and paper. We'll probably be seeing plenty of those along the way, and I'll probably be leaving some. 11.3 miles. This is the Blood Mountain Wilderness. 11.3 until we get to Neels Gap. Get some frozen pizza, which is what I'm really looking forward to. Just as much as the trail magic, but yeah, it's sort of a tradition on the trail. And get our laundry done because it's been raining the past few days. So we're currently halfway up Blood Mountain. It's a little over 5 miles to get to the top. So yeah, once we get there, it'll all be downhill all the way to the hostel. So we're really not that far away from being at the hostel, and hopefully they'll be open so I can get my frozen pizza. So we made it to the top of the real Blood Mountain. And I struggled the last half mile because I haven't been eating enough, haven't been taking long enough breaks to get enough food in my system, but made it to the top, and it's all downhill from here to Neels Gap. So I'm doing better after getting a granola bar in my body. Guessing we're heading that way. So this is our first glimpse of Neels Gap down there, and I'm so pumped right now. I'm really glad I did the extra mile today. And you can see it right down there, maybe somewhere where all the cars are parked. We're almost there. Probably be there within the next 5 minutes. Oh, there's the trees. I missed it.
Everybody did. A very long time until these girls showed up, and then like one day I just like.
We arrived at Mountain Crossings Hostel earlier today. We got our pizza and then have just been hanging out, reorganizing our bags, which have been pretty much a mess the past few days. It feels great to have that reorganized. Was able to wash out my pot and everything, get rid of garbage. Tomorrow it looks like it's gonna be a rainy day. We're probably gonna be doing how many miles again?
10, a bit over 10.
10 miles. I also felt like my face was getting a bit sunburned during the hike, and it definitely is. Right here feels like it's pretty hot, so hopefully that starts going away over the next few days. Yeah, I forgot to mention too that the hostel smells from the night before because everyone was hanging up their wet gear, so it smells pretty damp in here, but the people are really nice. So, and outside they were like making s'mores and things, so would definitely recommend it.
Glorious shelter.
We've got some
Liner box and...
So I'm at Neels Gap right now. I'm about to leave. I'm going through this really cool section right behind me where you pretty much go through a tunnel. So you go through the building. That's the only part of the trail so far that we've done that. Charlotte got a little bit of a head start on me today because she wants to go at a slower pace. So I'll be catching up with her. I switched over to larger smart water bottles because my smaller ones, even though I like the weight better, when I filtered my Sawyer Squeeze, they sort of collapsed in, and by yesterday, which was day 3, it took so long to filter water because I couldn't even squeeze it hardly because it was already so collapsed in. So glad to switch over to that. So I got some fresh water to start with. I got some extra food at the store in Neels Gap, and I'm back on for day 4. I've currently been going 1.2 miles up the mountain. I'm almost at the top. Still haven't seen Charlotte, but I'm taking it at a really easy pace today because yesterday at the top of Blood Mountain, I think I mentioned in the other video, I got a little, I could feel like my energy was getting really deprived. The first 2 days of the hike, I wasn't taking enough breaks as I planned. Like if I was going on my own, like as a solo hiker, I would have been taking more breaks, but we would take really quick breaks, and not even just to rest, but just to eat, because I'm coming in with a high metabolism already from, being in the gym all the time and running before the trail. So I knew I needed more energy, but we would just take too short of breaks for me to really get anything down. So today I'm gonna take it a little bit easier because, I have plenty of time today. I'm not going like what I did yesterday, like nearly 16 miles, doing more like, I think 11 or 12. So I'm just gonna take it easy, get water and food when I need it. Was just going on the beginning of the downhill stretch of the mountain and look over to my left, and the view just opened up out of nowhere.
Is a low gap shelter.
And that's where we're going. made it to the road crossing. And the trail's right here. The climb from the parking lot, really steep incline, probably one of the steepest parts we've had so far on the trail. Starting to rain. I heard someone say we're supposed to get something like 2 inches of rain or something. Like,
I think it's down to 1 inch.
down to 1 inch now. Okay, so it's down and down. So the weather changes so quickly on the trail. It's like, that's why I don't even bother looking half the time. It's better to look like the day of. I'm pretty sure on this rock sign that is trail magic right there. Either someone left it there or it's trail magic, but I know people do that throughout the trail. They just leave stuff like on signs for thru hikers, so I'm pretty sure that Capri Sun's trail magic. And we're currently on our first part of the hike with lightning. It's been thundering for about an hour, just slow rolling, but we just saw our first flash of lightning, and we're on a hilltop, so time to get going. And are slipping and sliding and running down to it.